Good evening. I'm Christy Casciano.
I'm Jeff Kulikowski. We have been asking, but there are still lots of questions tonight about the 9 people shot at a huge outdoor party over the weekend in Syracuse.
The district attorney says as many as 6 gang members were firing their guns into the crowd of a massive party on Syracuse's west side Saturday night.
As police investigate who the shooters are, other leaders are trying to figure out how a party that size was even allowed to happen in the first place during this pandemic. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan digging for answers tonight. Andrew, what do we know about the actual party before we get to the violence?
Jeff, it's something called Rye Day. It's basically a community party thrown by a local liquor store owner. It's thrown every year, but for the first time this year, it was moved to Performance Park, basically a big parking lot owned by a nonprofit group. And I want to show you what's left. These chalk marks, that's where bullet casings were. There's dozens of these around this parking lot. That's where police found shells from gunfire as they began to investigate Saturday, I should say, before the early hours of Sunday morning. The parking lot is cleaned up now, but it was a mess Saturday with party, garbage thrown everywhere, police officers everywhere. Again, this is not a city park. It's owned by the Near West Side Initiative. That's a nonprofit. We know that the group sent an email to people who live nearby calling it a Black Lives Matter event, which may have been why police in the area left the gathering of that size to continue on its own, despite the limit state ordered only being, because of the pandemic, 25 people.
I look at it not through the prism of the pandemic. I look through it as, a group of people in my city wanted to get together and have fun. And the whole night was ruined, and maybe a life was taken. And in addition to that, well, maybe we could have stopped it if this happened, if that happened, so forth and so on. I don't know what went through the police officer's mind. They're probably looking at a bunch of kids having a good time and saying, do I really want to be the boogeyman and, ruin this good time? I don't know, but I'm sure Chief Buckner will talk to you about that.
Chief Buckner would not do an interview with us today, citing there's not enough new information that they have to release yet. But the district attorney told me the prognosis for the 17-year-old who's in critical condition is not good. He's planning to charge as many people as he can, in his words, with murder if the boy passes away. Live in Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
All right, that's sad to hear. Andrew, thank you.